Good day and good afternoon. I would like to call to order this regular board meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation. Today is Thursday, December 7. The time is 12:41 p.m. Please state your name as we go around the table and your position. We're starting with our good friend who's back.
Joey Frank is member.
Donovan Brooks, chair.
Mariflor Herrero, treasurer.
Rosemary Clement.
Lorraine Hernandez, administrative officer.
Ina Carrillo, GM.
Okay. Do we have audio on everyone? I think
We have an extra mic here. I get it.
And then for the record, we also have Ms. Judy Flores via Zoom.
Donovan, could you have a little one like this over there? Thank you. Since you are already there.
anybody else?
Thank you.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
I have just demonstrated my versatile capabilities. Okay, we've been called to order. You have in front of you the the minutes of October 26th and November 3. Did we not approve the October 26th? Oh, because November 3 was the the continuation.
Yes,
That's right, okay.
26th and November 3rd.
Gotcha.
Together.
So the third was a continuation of the October 26th meeting, which we held just to ratify certain items. Okay, so you have those minutes in front of you. And when you're comfortable, please motion for approval. Sunday.
Okay. That's at the Suwaki.
No, no.
Tuesday?
This is county. Not the old elevator, but
The new. Okay. Upstairs?
no, in the lobby. On
What time?
6:30. Ready? Motion?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from October 26th,
And,
2023.
and
And
November.
the November, the one that we had assumed.
We didn't have a meeting in November.
we had a.
It was
we had a
assumed,
Zoom-
we
had a
assumed.
Zoom.
Zoom.
So the November 3 is the continuation of the October 26th, which we zoomed.
I'm sorry, I can't hear her.
That's okay. We can vote on the motion that's made, okay, for the meetings of November.
Well, for the record,
Oh.
we are approving the minutes of October 26th and November 3rd.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
On the floor, second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Carrillo.
Okay. We're pretty busy this month. Excuse me. ASC Trust reviewed our plan, and this is our retirement plan for our employees, and actually the specific forfeiture expense account, and they noticed that our forfeiture expense balance as of 10/31/2023, it was $298.35. It's basically, they got to refund us, right? So these are the unvested portion of monies that gets forfeited when an employee leaves the company, or if an employee leaves the company, and it's just a temporary account that they hold in place until they can determine right at the end of the year. So there was the $298.35 forfeiture for the employee, and so what we've opted to do is just to reduce our employee contributions for this month in lieu of getting a refund check. So they're just going to apply it to our contributions.
Was this the company's contribution to the?
Our,
Right.
yeah,
Our contribution. It was not employee money
No.
that they contributed.
it's ours that we were employing, our share.
Our share of
Because an
their,
employee left?
Yeah, an employee left and we were paying the share, and it was, whatever, it could have been in advance and stuff, and they had already left, so it was overage. Overage money for, yes. And so in lieu of refunds, we just decided just to have them apply that credit to December, so it'll be a little bit lower this month.
do we have like a flat rate that we pay them monthly?
A percentage, yeah.
Okay,
This is
It's like the match, right?
okay.
This is money that,
For the retirement, like we do a employee match. Yeah, so they pay in and we pay in. So what happened was we were paying in and then they left. We kept paying in and
okay.
it was overage. Yeah. So I put this in I'll just read it. FEMA, as you know, Lorraine and I have been working with FEMA every week. And so finally, they started to finalize, they have made the finalization that they've determined whatever funds they're going to give us from emergency funds from the typhoon. So they did deny our request for coverage for the Manilao perimeter fence and some of our office carpets that were water damage due to water seepage, which is not covered. So
why is that? My neighbor had that covered.
because it's technically a flood, and it's not covered by flood. It doesn't cover flood damage, just typhoon damage. Now, if you had typhoon damage, like say for instance, a tree broke the window, and then you have water damage from that, that's considered typhoon. But water leaking in from cracks in the wall or underneath.
Because
Oh,
the air
thank you.
conditioning thing
Thank you so much.
on the roof.
There was damage from the typhoon, which caused the flood. Yep.
That's damage.
So that's typhoon.
Right.
But things like
Right.
leaking under the doors, through the window cracks, stuff like that, that's just what they call water seepage, resulting from a flood, which was not covered.
Same thing with the fence?
So, well, the fence, they kind of determined that it was not in the best of condition before the typhoon, so they're not going to cover it, which, I mean, we haven't maintained it either. We didn't have that fence was pretty old.
Okay.
But it did fall down from the typhoon. It just, they decided not to cover it. But, I mean, what they decided that they could cover, well, there was some other damage, right, to this building here that we did not meet the threshold, which means the damages need to be over X amount of money for them to even consider. Things like the sign, you can notice the M has fall off and the P. And we haven't fixed it on purposely because we're waiting for FEMA, but they've told us now that they won't cover it because it doesn't meet the threshold. It has to be over $3,500 or something like that. It's almost like a deductible, right? If it's not over that amount, they don't even consider it. Right. So that is not going to be covered as well. And so.
But the fence in Barragata, they're paying.
But Barragata is covered, and a portion of the microwave. So.
Why is that fence covered?
Why is it covered?
Well, altogether,
It was pretty much a brand new fence that fell down.
Really?
There was a lot of damage up there in Barragata. You could tell.
Yeah.
And the FEMA inspectors actually pointed out that they think that the reason the microwave was damaged was because people's solar panels hit it. Because there's evidence of the solar panels along the fence and on the floor, and there's a piece of the microwave that's gone. So he's. Anyway, that was their conclusion. So as a result, they are going to award us for the fence $22,283.84. Now with FEMA, we need to give a 10% match, right? So they will cover 20% of it, 90% of it, and we need to match the 10. So of that $22,000 award, we would actually just be getting $20,055.46, and then we'd have to match the 22, 28, 38.
This is the estimate you got for repairing it.
This is not this. This is FEMA's determination.
so obviously we are getting like $62,000.
But you have to go get
Yeah.
a person.
It's better than nothing.
We need to, yes, we would need to get a U.S. Approved contractor to do the work, but this is the money they're awarding us to repair the fence. This is not what it's going to cost to repair the fence. The fence is much more, but this is based on the state and the age and the condition of the fence. This is, and depreciation. This is what they've determined.
It was a new fence.
It is a new fence, but it's not brand new. So
A newer fence.
yeah, this fence is.
Wait, the AM insurance coverage, they're giving us $36,000?
Yeah. So initially.
Okay, so we have almost $100,000 now.
Well, no, it's about 80. So
40 and 20 is 60, and 36 is like almost 100,000, almost.
20, 40s. Yeah. Yes, actually, you're correct.
So that-
FEMA is giving us about 80, and then AM is covering a little bit as well.
So are we going to have enough to fix the fence in Barragata plus the dish?
No, we'll have to pay, yeah, but we need to, so this is what FEMA determined, right? This is based on their expertise and what they will cover. We still need to do the work and get quotes for the actual work. So we don't know what it's going to cost. We have an idea. This is what it will cost, but again, it just depends on the contractor and what they're going to charge, and so. Basically what I'm saying is we were able to get some FEMA funds and some insurance funds for the replacement. So the next step is to move forward and get 3 quotes for the work so we can get it done, and then we could use these funds, to fund the project, and then any overages or anything will come out of private funds.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's good. It's good that we're we were able to get the
good.
funding. It's been difficult. I don't want to say difficult working with FEMA. It's been challenging and really an eye opener for Lorraine and I. We didn't know that. you know, applying for FEMA would take up so much time. We were meeting every single week, going, and then, you know.
That's why a lot of people gave up.
It's hard.
We gave
It's
up.
hard to, you know, there's so much documents that they ask for, and every step of the way they keep asking for the same documents, you know, from different.
Justification.
Yeah, and it's.
You see today.
It's a lot.
In the paper that Saipan, they will not pay whole millions and millions of dollars that they asked for.
I mean, you
Okay,
really
they
have to
really
have.
said-
you
They
know.
took your time, but at least we're getting some.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I mean, we were
congratulations.
able to get some funding for the
81,000.
damages that we were,
Yeah.
you know, we occurred during the typhoon, which is good. I mean, it's taken some time, but it's done. On another note, Cornerstone Appraisal, we're working with Cornerstone right now to appraise the Manila building, this building here. And once we get the report, I will present it to the board.
Unknown caller.
Oh, turn it off, make it in silent.
Basically,
Put it on silent.
we have the appraisal done every year, and then this appraisal counts toward our NFFS funding that we use for our grant for CPB. So, and it is technically because GEDOE still owns the building, so it's kind of like their donation to us. So we use that we leverage that funding value with our grant so that we can meet our numbers. So that's why it's important that we do the appraisal every year. OPA, Lorraine and I met with the OPA and with Ernst & Young for our audit entrance meeting on November 14th. OPA, of course, public auditor, and his staff and management, the staff and management from Ernst & Young. We met with them virtually to discuss our upcoming annual audit. Ernst & Young brought up the fact that DOA is requesting that we have a uniform guidance audit done for last year's grant. I'm sure we all know that our audit is complete. We finished it. In a meeting with Ernst & Young, they said it would be up to management if we want to have the uniform guidance audit done or not, and I will defer to the board for that. The reason why they're asking is DOA is in the middle of getting their audit, and they, of course, were the ones that released some funding to us from the education stabilization grant that we got for PBS University. And any grant, federal grant that you get that's over $750,000, you need to have a uniform guidance audit. In 2021, originally, was it Ernst & Young? It was Ernst & Young. Ernst & Young thought that we needed to have the audit, right? So I brought it to the board approved it. It was $10,000 to do the audit. I don't know if you remember.
Yes,
So
they
we-
were asking us more, but we brought
Yeah.
it down to 10.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So we did that. They did the work. We paid them. And then they had meetings with the state clearinghouse. And it was then determined that we didn't need the audit. So they refunded us the money, right? So that was in 2020. 2021, that was in 21. Last year, 2020, this year, right?
22.
22, as we were getting audit, it never came up. And we thought, okay, maybe because last year we didn't need it, there's precedent, so we didn't need it this year. So we completed our audit, it didn't come up, and we just didn't do it. Now, DOA, also represented by Ernst & Young, is getting advised that we need to do this audit. So I'm kind of like, do we need to do it or not? I mean, I'm reading the guidance. It says 750 federal grants need to do it, but it was determined that we didn't need to do it in 2020 because the way the MOU was, the verbiage of the MOU was, I don't know, they determined that we didn't need it. So DOA wants us to do it. It's going to cost about $10,000. If it is the same price as 2020, they want us to do it. Ernst & Young from DOA saying they had to do it. Ernst & Young now is saying that they advised us that it needed to be done, but they did not. Because why did they close our audit? This year's audit is done. We were done with it.
So they've already given you an out?
We finished we closed
Well,
our
what
audit.
you're
We're
saying-
working on the next year's audit, 23.
So why don't you
Their
just
mistake, right?
tell them that our audit is for 22 is finished?
It is finished.
So
It is finished, but
And it
DOA
says-
is going through their audit now, also being represented by Ernst & Young, and Ernst & Young says a conflict here, right? They're our auditor, they're their
Yes.
auditor. I feel like, maybe the stories are a little bit, I don't know. I think we need to have the audit, but,
DOA should do the audit.
That's
we're done. We
Yes,
paid for
if
it.
I were you, just maybe write a formal letter to DOA telling them that we are done. We're done.
That's why I wanted just
Sounds like
to,
they changed the rules of the game.
I don't
If
know.
in
This is really-
23, they determine that we need to do this audit, which is $10,000 or more extra, then we will do it. But for 2022, our books are closed already.
I know, that's kind of where I am also.
Yeah,
But, DOA is pressuring me to get it done because they need it for their audit. But, as far as I'm concerned, Ernst & Young didn't bring it up during our audit
So you tell
period,
Ernst
and we
Young
closed
to-
our audit, and we're done.
Well, I agree with Mary. I think you should write a letter to that effect, that you didn't bring it up now all of a sudden.
We told them,
So
we've been telling them.
Need to
Also
write a
get a
letter?
letter from Ernest & Young saying that you guys are already done, and if DOE needs anything, that they can attest to
Sounds
that.
like their fault, right? Isn't it their fault?
That's my thing, is DOA is doing the audit, their audit.
So
But
let them-
PBS is done, but they need to audit the money that they gave us.
So,
So, to me, it's not ours, but that's what they're saying, that we do now.
I think that we are already close. It's
I'm
already
kind of
done.
Ultimately, who decides that we audit or not?
They're saying management.
Federally, because we did receive a grant of $750 or above, we should have done it. But
Okay.
the auditor, I don't know. It's the way the MOU was, the language in the MOU. I don't know. In 2020, it was determined. 21, it was determined between the state clearinghouse who issued the MOU and our Ernst & Young that we didn't need the UG audit. That's why they refunded us the
Okay.
money that we paid for the audit.
Got it.
And they stopped doing the work.
Did our audit encompass that funding?
We did, but so it's a totally separate audit just on that funding. So we would have our main audit, and then anything over 750, each grant will have its own unified guidance audit just for those funds.
But did we do that?
We paid for it, they did the work, and then they said, oh, no, looks like you don't need it, we're gonna refund you.
Okay.
So they gave us the money back and they stopped the work.
That is our auditor, EY.
Ernst & Young
Yes.
did that in 21.
Okay.
So
So
in
this year-
in 22,
They
which was
didn't.
this year,
Then
right?
they screwed up.
In 22, it didn't even come up, like we needed to do it. So we just moved along with the regular audit, closed our audit, we're done.
mine.
But now DOA is finishing their audit, right? All the agencies are doing their, anyway, DOA is getting audited also by Ernst & Young. And they're like, you need to have this UG audit, where's your audit? For those funds, and I'm like, it never came up, we didn't need it, we're done with our audit is complete.
Who at DOA
Hey,
is driving
What's the
the,
auditor's name? Or their finance person? Oh,
let me
gosh,
know.
yeah, I forgot her name.
Yeah, one of the accountants
Yeah.
from DOA.
I think
working with
I think
EY.
that Ernest & Young, that did our audit, they provide you with a letter saying the audit is done and to their knowledge, everything is okay. So that letter, you provide it to the Department of Administration, say we're done. If you have any problems, contact Ernest & Young.
well, it seems to me that, I'm sorry, it seems to me that we're still having to play the game of should we or shouldn't we? And I think that it's not our intention to not do it, but we didn't receive any guidance saying that we needed to for this particular case. So if this situation is, as you mentioned earlier, Ina, is that under the fact that we received the funding and that we're required to actually do an audit for that money, then I think that we should do it. And if in the same situation that they find out that it's not needed, then they will reimburse it back to us.
Yeah, but the thing is that this is after the fact.
I understand.
Department of Administration is late
It's like old news.
Well,
on doing their audit.
Well,
You did it on time and you did it and everything is done and over with.
I
They
agree.
should be able to understand that.
And
I
agree
see it
that-
both ways.
that
I
he-
mean, I know that we did receive the funding in that amount, and it says we should do the audit, but we were also advised in 2021
That we-
by the
Good.
same auditing company that we didn't need to. So I'm just don't know. Do
Can
we
we
need to do
just-
it or not? That's why I'm just like, and it's so
Something to ask-
expensive.
So
our
can we get that from Ernst and Young saying that we don't need it? And if once they say that we don't, then that's it. We just close it.
Do we have a letter from them already saying this is your closed audit?
Yes.
We have our
For 2022?
audit reports we're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
close
yeah,
our audit.
that's already, that's why, they said
Our
they are all these
2022, we got
closed.
our financial audit report and everything, it's closed.
And it doesn't say anything
It's been a
about
mistake.
needing additional audit, so.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess, if we need to do it, then we need to do it, right? Because, you know, we don't,
I'm just saying, would
But-
a lawyer be involved in this?
who's gonna tell us that? Because Ernst and Young was of the opinion that we didn't need to do it, and they were also of the opinion with a different client that we need to do it, so.
Well, remember the meeting, they did say it's up to management.
Yeah, they said-
right?
that's what-
It-
that was
it
their
did
last,
say It's
yeah.
up to management if they want
Want to or not?
you know, put it in. But to me, I mean, that's DOA's audit that they're doing, that they gave us the money. I think it should come from there, you know, asking us information to give them for EY. I mean,
Which-
that's the way I feel.
Which you have from Ernst and Young that you're already completed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have all the
that
information they
has
need.
been canceled. So everything that they took, they asked the report.
Yes.
For the UG audit has been already trashed because we didn't need to do it.
Okay.
So the bottom line is our audit 21, 22 has been closed. And now DOA is doing their audit and they're they're questioning that PBS got money from that funding. I mean, that's their audit, but they're saying that we need to do it. We were already told by EY that we didn't have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think,
the bottom line is
And that money has been tracked through our
DOA.
accounting.
We have records,
Yeah,
we paid
have
for
records.
it,
We
and
did-
then it was
we gave them
refunded.
everything that they needed. We went through the process. It was ready, closed. We were ready,
Yeah.
final. But at the end,
We've discussed it in board meetings.
yeah.
Okay.
At the end.
Well, why don't we wait until someone with authority tells us that we need to do it? And
Okay.
from, moving forward, if we know that we need to do it, let's do it, be proactive about it. But in this instance, being that, it's where we're at now,
I mean, this is in good faith.
So
that
We're
everything's
getting,
done.
we're getting ready for our next audit already. We've
Yeah.
already had our opening
We're doing 23 right
meeting
now.
for the next year's audit. We're, it's,
You're in the process of 2023
we've already had our opening
I-
meeting with OPA and EY.
So I guess what Ina, as a management, asking the board, so like when you said, let
Well,
them-
they did say it's up
ask
to
them,
management.
Yeah,
but she's
so-
going to the board to ask,
it's-
what.
I don't
So I
mind,
guess
I don't
it's
have
up
a
to the
problem
board.
with doing the audit.
Yeah.
It's just, it's $10,000 that I'm thinking about, and EY told us we didn't have to do it, and EY told somebody else that we had to do it. So
yeah, we have a conflict.
do I want to spend this $10,000 on, is it necessary?
Without a clear directive.
Yeah, so.
I would say we are already close. You already have
Yeah.
a letter from Ernst & Young said we are closed for 21 and 22nd, and everything is okay. Now, the Department of Administration, who is late in doing their audit, is coming us and telling us, provide us, when we're already closed. So I would say, I would write a letter to Ernst & Young, say,
Well, we don't have to write a letter to them. We need to write a letter
no,
to
but see, they
the
are
DOA
but they
saying-
are the auditors for DOA. So they are the ones who should.
They're everybody's auditors.
So
pretty
they
much.
should be the one
They're the only ones.
to stand for us because they sign for us.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
I mean, it sounds to me like they screwed up and
No, they didn't. It's just that they're late on their audit and now they come and they say,
Okay, so the consensus is moving forward, if we know that we're
It needs to be
liable for an
done.
audit, we get ahead of
of
it.
course. I mean, I say,
Okay, in this particular instance, because we're already behind and moving forward, Unless we get a clear directive from the governor's office to do it,
I agree. Yes.
Okay,
let's not.
Yeah.
okay, that works.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Lorraine and I attended Department of Administration Financial Management Information System, FMIS, implementation training.
That was here in Guam?
Yes, it was. It was in, in Agana. I don't know the name of the building. But so basically, DOA they provided us with a brief narrative of their new system, any updates and milestones that they had, and issues and concerns for the new system, also deadlines. FMIS system, it just digitalizes the GG1 and employee action process for GovGuam, and it just improves the workflow and transparency in this process. So basically, with the FMIS system, we're able to digitally enter GG1s and employee action forms, and then you could see, anyone with access can see actually where it goes. So once Lorraine, or as an AO, she fills out the GG1, she pings it, it goes to DOA, right? And you
Goes
could,
down the line.
yeah, so you can track
Director.
exactly where it is. So it'll prevent really like GG1 sitting on someone's desk for a couple weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, or you don't even know. Or even employee actions, right, for increments or demotions, promotions, whatever it is. So that was pretty interesting, and I'm excited about the software, the new system. I think they're going to launch in January 15th or 25th or something like that, but that really is going to take away the paperwork, hard copy
Make
work,
things
and
more efficient.
digitalize everything. Yeah, it's going to be much quicker. So we're excited about that. And what they're doing is they're training all the direct agency heads and AOs in the process. If you don't have the training, you're not going to have access. So it's good. It's good that they have a new system.
So you will have access to this?
Yes, we
Yes.
will.
Okay, well, that's good.
And it was pretty easy for us to do. The training was like an hour and a half. And by the end of the training, we were able to go in and out of the system, look up any employee, look at employee actions. And, we even tried to make a new GG1 and stuff like that. So no more paperwork, which is good.
Okay.
Next item is promo items. So last month, we approved the purchase of our promo items. Right now, most of them are either in production or already on their way here. I just wanted to comment that all items from 4 Imprint were discounted by 10%. So I found an online we were purchasing online, and I found an online discount code. So I applied the code, and it worked. So
Wow.
that was off of the 12,000
Congratulations.
something. So we were able to save a little bit of money. What I'm saying is the PO numbers are going to be different, but it's not going to be over the POs, the amounts that were approved. It's just going to be cheaper.
Good.
Because we were able to save a little
10%.
money from that 10% coupon. And then that was like first time buyer kind of coupon. And then also, as a result, taxes went down, right? Because the cost of the
Yeah.
purchase order went down. And then also for the tote bags, the ones that just came in, as we were working with the company, we were able to give them our nonprofit certificate, and then they reduced the product down, and we're able to ship it to Guam for less than what we were quoted, as opposed to shipping to Hawaii like we had originally planned, and the freight forwarder. So that cost also went down, but did not exceed what was approved. So I'm just, for the record, the POs and versus the 3 quotes that were originally issued, what we actually spent was lower. So the numbers are not going to match right now, but we will, just for the record, it's a little bit lower. Also for approval, I have an employee that would like to request for leave. It's Don. He wants to request for his annual leave. He's our executive producer. We're asking for a 30-day extension. The board passed a policy that all the leaves had to be taken by the end of December or lost, right? But he wasn't able to take leave, and he wants to take it at the end of the month and exhaust it. So I
this
just,
month, in December.
yeah.
Okay, so still
So
it's
it's just a
within-
couple weeks, like in January. So I'm just asking for the board if that would be okay to extend his leave. so he could just take it and use it, and then he'll exhaust it.
But he's taking, so the
He's
leave
on
is
leave
extended by 30?
No, not yet. I needed.
So when the,
If you don't use it by the end of the year, you lose it. Otherwise, I need to bring it to the board for approval. So I don't approve those type of things. Since we do have a policy, I bring it to the board, and you guys can decide. I think it's within a certain amount of time. Yeah, it's okay. But maybe if someone's leave is expiring in December 30th and they want to take something in April, you got to use next year's leave.
Yeah.
But it's so close. I mean, that's why I said I would bring it to the board.
so what do you think?
I think you just extend it. I mean,
We should extend
I
it?
think so. It's close enough. It's like he's leaving within the period. He's leaving at the period that he does have leave.
Which
It's
is,
just at the end. I think it's like December 24th or 26th or something like that. I forget the date, to January.
December 24th to January 24th.
Yeah.
1 month.
okay, well,
And there are other people that do his job, I mean, the production, I mean, to cover that?
I mean, they could cover, yeah. But he's basically their manager back there.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of the duties will be covered. I'm sure he can delegate.
but since there is a policy and he's aware of the policy, is there any reason why he couldn't take the leave within the year?
Well, we were just doing, the time that he wanted to take the leave, he could not leave. We were in the middle of like the liberation stuff, and then ACB happened, and it was kind of last minute because we thought we were going to lose the contract, and then we got it, and then they were supposed to shoot, then typhoon, and it just, things were just, it kept popping up.
Is ACB on now?
Huh?
It's not going at all?
No, and right now production is short. So basically, we've lost like 2 or 3 this year. So, whenever we do have a project, it takes the whole production team to do anything right now. So,
Why did we lose ACB?
no, it was
contract year is over.
because of the typhoon that was in May.
Oh.
We had to finish. It was just a lot of compounding
But it's
issues.
not back on?
No, we do. We're able. Yeah, we're waiting. We were able to submit a new quote and we're waiting for the new contract, but it just depends on GDOE if they can get the teams together and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, that really doesn't have anything to do with the matter at hand,
Yes.
which is whether or not we're going to extend Mr. Munoz period
Do we have-
whereby he can make use of his annual leave.
Do we have to vote on this?
Yes, because we
Let's
have a
approve
policy that we are deviating from.
Okay, so is there any more discussion, you guys, on this?
None.
Okay, so my personal opinion is he didn't take the leave within the time that the policy states because according to Ina,
Because he's
there were a
occupied,
lot of
yeah.
issues and that couldn't take his leave. And so he's just asking for, what, 20 days or 25
I think it would be-
days extra because
I
he's
think
living on the
it's
6th?
about 3 weeks of an extension.
So I would say let us let him have it, but please let us not make it a habit because this is a policy that we have in place and it should be followed. And certainly we wouldn't like anybody else come and say, oh, we want to do it because he did it. I mean, it has to be.
This is a one-shot deal. This is not,
Well, as
You're
we
not
know,
changing
it has to
policy.
come to, any instance has to come to the board, so.
Right, okay, so as things stand right now, I would say, okay, let him have it.
Okay, need a motion to approve his request for an extension of the period with which he can take his leave.
Okay, so,
are you making the motion?
no, he needs a motion. Okay, I'll make the
I thought-
motion.
Yeah, Flor started making it.
All right, so I make a motion that we, the board, approve the extended 30 days leave for Don Muña. his leave starts on December 24th, will end in January 24th. And of course, this is just one-time
I second.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so just to clarify, we are approving his request to use his leave beyond the specified time. We're not giving him extra leave or an extra 30 days. We're just allowing him to use the leave that he has acquired through normal working hours, but to take it past the deadline with which he was supposed to have already used it. Okay, everybody clear?
That's right. Yes, very clear. You should have made the motion.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. And maybe just a reminder to everybody that, memo from
Leave
the
expires.
GM, use it or use it or leave
Yes,
it.
please, just
Okay.
say, and
Yeah, I
that
mean,
the board
that's
emphasizes,
standard
we want
in private businesses
to follow the
everywhere.
policy.
Use it or lose it.
Okay. All right, moving on.
All right, next is passport. John Munoz has been working with our PBS counterparts on the passport project, and he continues to meet with them on the onboarding process. It was last with our web developer, Joe Tripler, but the station we do have a video portal that is now live, which means we're testing it out, and we can test it out live. I can send the link. I need to get it from John because his link is not working. Anyway, and we're testing it out now. So we need to get developed. Next steps is to get development trained, basically in something called the Vault, which is how and when we tell PBS corporate that so-and-so or X number of people are signed up for passport, they've paid for their passport dues, and these are the people that should have access. So we need development to have that training. And once that happens, then we can prepare to launch. And we're hoping to launch early next year, February, March, maybe April.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's, that's something that, has been in the pipeline. And
What was this thing? There was a video of Cal that we're supposed to be able to see, but that didn't.
That's a local Guam
local programming.
passport.
We're talking about, Passport. That's a different
Yeah,
show.
no, it's not Passport.
Yeah,
That's
that's
different
no.
from what we're
I'm talking
talking
about PBS Passport.
Yeah,
The subscription-based passport. You know yeah, what you have. Yeah. So we're testing the links now, and we're almost there. We just need to do the development portion now. But all the back-end stuff with onboarding and getting it to work on our website is done. We just need to now do the marketing stuff on how to give people access to Passport, how to, the activation process, all the marketing material, and just the process of that.
So what you were looking at is a program that was done out of our station.
Yeah.
Yes, called Passport also.
Passport.
Bicycle thing in this.
Yes,
Totally different.
yeah, but I'll report on that
But
too.
we're gonna probably, yeah, okay. Moving on, please.
Okay. Christmas cards, I handed them out. If you need them to be mailed, just let us know, and we can take care of that for you guys. And I've already sent to the mayors and senators and the cabinet and governor in case you needed to, in case you want to know. Also, some programming stuff. PBS University for the fall 23 schedule kicked off last Saturday, or on November 25th, with the premiere of PBS Passport, which is the bicycling show, yeah. And that's also it's also on YouTube. We're also doing another program called
Wait.
Manamko to
What
Manhoben.
is Ragbray?
Ragbrai.
Oh, Ragbrai.
Ragbrai is the name of the event that he went to. Yeah.
Juan goes to Ragbray.
It's actually pretty good. He
What is
got
that?
some good. That's
The bicycle event.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
in
name
the
of the event.
States?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he got some really good. I watched the preview, and he got some really good interviews with people who are like military that came to Guam. He's like, yeah, I know where Guam is, and they kind of told their story. And I just can't believe Kel did that. He really rode across Iowa And when you see the quality of the production, it really looks like something off of national PBS.
Really?
So I'm excited. You guys, I'll send you the link, but yeah, I'm excited about that program. I'm really glad we did it.
You can send us a link for the ones that we missed on November.
So you can, you can watch that
Okay.
one. This is just a lot of programming stuff. Sina, we have an encore presentation. We're about to release the next one. Manamko to Manhoban, this is another show that will premiere on December 6th. It's another
today?
local programming. Yesterday, yeah.
Oh.
Local programming, and it's going to air for 8 weeks.
December 6th.
Today, the 7th?
Oh, the
Every
7th.
Wednesday at 2
Yeah.
p.m. Oh my
know I'm
goodness.
losing it,
I am
but I
not,
think I know
home at the-
Yeah.
I wrote a check this morning.
6.
Also, we're working on some promotional spots.
Can I just ask why it's the 2 p.m.
And
showtime?
stage, because we put it right after kids programming, because right now we don't have evening programming open.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can this be put when we have the evening programming?
we can, but we have to sacrifice something right now, and it's like
So
right now
when is this thing with Underwood going to be on? And what time?
Underwood on December 8th.
That's sign
I
up.
know, but what time?
On,
2 p.m.
it's at where is it? Oh, I need to check. I didn't write it
And at
down.
what time does it
Yeah, I would like to-
broadcast?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know. And
Okay.
Episode 1 will be posted on PBS University
if we
channel.
miss it, I actually might.
once it airs on
busy
December 8th.
Tomorrow night.
I can send you the links, and you can just click on the link and watch it.
It's on
Okay.
YouTube, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just send us to all of us.
Okay, I will. I'll send you all of the programming. Okay, so I think we're just going to skip down to Passport on the bottom. And this one starts at, it started last Saturday, and it airs at 8 p.m. Through Saturday, December 30th. Yeah.
Wait. So the first one was Robert and the Boot. The second one is going to be Flora Basaquan. So who is the third one? Is
Oh,
this-
first Ina. We have
Customer.
Manny Crisostomo. We do have the governor. We have.
Oh, yes.
Who else do we have? I'm trying to think of who
Is-
else.
is-
Oh,
He's still alive?
Father
Manny Crisostomo? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Forbes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But he's off island, right?
Sorry, it's
The
a lot
tall
of
guy.
programming.
Yeah.
Guys have been busy, but there's a new show that we're going to be doing, because since we've scaled back Buenos, right? We stopped doing the morning productions, and now we're actually just doing highlights of Guam and Sinamay. So we're doing just the Buenos highlights, so we scaled it back. But in lieu of that, we're producing this new show, which actually went into production, or we started shooting today, called Legislative Reports, where we actually go into the legislature. We talk to the senators and stakeholders, public leaders, basically on relevant bills and the statuses of these bills and how it'll impact the community and stuff like that. So we're taking another. We're trying to present the bills and the laws that are getting introduced through another perspective, right? Through the legislature, not only by the policymakers, but also by the community that it will impact. So we're hoping that will. I think that would be a good show. I'm hoping the community will. We get good feedback. Yeah.
Episode 4 is Christine Calvo, former First Lady.
Yes.
Yeah, I like her. She's nice.
Yeah.
She's the one that started the Regalo, right?
Yeah, and she had she's also a musician, I think.
Sorry.
Christine Calvo is the former First Lady.
Oh, yeah.
And during their administration, she started the Regalo Foundation. Which
Regarding regarding engineering and programming, our GTA Ethernet connection project, John was able to meet with GTA. We still don't have an activation date, but we did sign an MOU, an authorization for them to start the dredging. And also, I do have good news. The GTA decided that they will do the trenching themselves, and that instead of doing the aerial first and then the trenching into Barragata for the underground cable, right? Eventually, we want underground, right? That's the most secure. They said they'll just forgo the aerial and just do the underground since it's going to take the same amount of time, and they're going to trench for us.
Oh.
Trench, right? Is it the word trench
That's
or
the word.
drench?
Yeah, they
Okay.
have to dig a trench.
Yeah, so they're going to do that instead of us trying to contract some construction company to do the digging first and then they install. So I'm very pleased about that.
Does that
And-
save us money?
Yes, a lot of money.
And also,
So, I mean, because they were
they're
like,
protecting their own business as opposed to
yeah,
contracting.
yes, that's exactly it. And then not only that, but I mean, there's they have a proposed timeline of up to December 24th, and hopefully being done by January 14th. And we've just applied with the FCC, with our FCC lawyer, to extend our no signal notice,
Permission.
right? So if it gets done by the 14th, I'll be very happy. Then we can go reapply for our license, because right now our license is on hold because we're not broadcasting for free.
Okay.
But John and I have been on top of the FCC, and we've been communicating with them, with our lawyers, and keeping them abreast of our status, like every week.
Very good.
Did I just write that twice? Sorry. 6, we're still working on the 6 project. That's going to be a couple more years, but once that happens, and that's a national project with PBS. But yeah, so far, all the updates John has been doing, it happens overnight. They've been pretty successful, and we haven't had any kind of hiccups. And then I think that's it. We have 2 procurement items, and I think that's all. Item number 1 is FY 2024 RQ313. This is a replacement of 8 air conditioning units. This is funded by CPB's emergency grant that Lorraine and I were able to get when we went to that conference, the PMA conference. So this is not coming out of, technically it's coming out of private funds because they gave us the money and we put it in private funds, but this is being paid for by CPB. So we're replacing all the air cons that are not working. I know you mentioned it's kind of warm in here. This is one of the big air cons that's not working. So I have procurement. Bert was able to contact, I think, 6 or 7 different air conditioning companies, and these were the lowest three that she was able to find. We asked for efficient air cons with the highest SEERs, and basically this is what we need: 2 9,000 BTU air cons, 3 24,000 BTU air cons, 3 36,000 BTU air cons, and 130,000. And these, again, are we'll be replacing several air cons throughout the building. Most of them are in the back in production. None of their air cons are working, and then we have a few up here.
And do these include maintenance?
This is also, no, but we have our own maintenance it doesn't include the maintenance, but we have a maintenance schedule, like every 6 months is what we usually
Okay.
do for air
Okay,
conditioning.
so can I ask something? Mm-hmm. So you say 9 air conditions?
It's, 2,
How many air
6,
conditions?
actually, it's 9. I'm sorry, it is 9.
Okay, so
11.
I think that's a
it's
typo.
11.
No,
Huh? No, it's 9.
That's installation.
That's installation. It's 9.
Okay.
There's a typo in the report. It says 8 units, but it's actually 9.
Okay. Oh, installation
Yeah.
brackets. Oh,
2
I see.
9s, 3 24s, 3 36s,
No,
and 130.
why are they asking us? They're asking for GRT.
It's just whatever's on their quote. So we send the RFQ for these air cons, and then this is what came back on the quotes. So I have the quotes here if you want to see it.
Okay, so 22 for JMB Modern, GW Refreshen 31, and this Port
Yeah, I
Enterprise
know Port
Guam.
Enterprise, but they didn't complete.
Is that
Some
13 or 18?
Some,
It's 18, but it says it's not complete.
yes. So some of them do like a package deal, and they're like, okay, for the RFQ that you sent, like here's the RFQ. The RFQ you sent, it's going to cost me whatever the number is, right? And then some break it down and say, this is what it costs for each line item. So that's why we put it like this. So for instance, JWS, they just did a proposal that said, please see the bottom, please see your proposal. It's $31,000 for
Okay.
what you want.
Okay.
This J&B, they break it down, and that's why we broke it down on here. And then for this one, Port Enterprise, they didn't have the sizes we wanted, but they were the lowest, and they had comparable sizes, but it's not what we wanted. So like for the 9s, I don't need 12s, I want 9s, right? Because the offices are small, that's what we need. So,
So we're down to,
shall we disregard this for enterprise, even though it's the lowest?
no, we just need to, because it's not complete. So basically, it's between the J&B and JWS
so I guess
refrigeration.
it's J and B.
Yeah, that's the lowest one.
But, so basically, instead of giving us a higher price, they just added the 5% GRT.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's their GRT is visible and instead of,
Okay.
I mean, normally that's supposed to be a line inside, not a line item, right? But I don't know. I guess they're charging it separately.
GWS, they didn't put.
They don't
Is
put
this
GRT.
the one in Harmon, B&G? J&B in Harmon?
Port Enterprises,
J-
Department, I have been there.
It's their
Yeah.
address is in
Did they
Tamuning.
say what brand is it?
It says here. No, it doesn't say. They just filled it out.
Was it depending on the brand?
Yeah, but I mean, for GovGuam procurement, we can't really.
The brand.
We can only say what we need. We
Yeah,
can't
none
just
of
say
them
I
have
want
brands.
a certain brand, and the brand can't skew the price. I mean, the quote or our preference, I guess, or our award can't be skewed based off the brand. It has to be off the price. Yeah.
You just say.
So that's why we leave it blank, because
At
we
18
can't
Sears.
be biased and say I want to buy, Infinity car. You have to just say I just want
A sedan.
Sedan.
a sedan.
Okay,
truck.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big difference if you get.
I mean, we do know, but it's
from
like
getting a
we
Chinese
don't want
made to getting a
I know.
US or
Well, what we do know is that the U.S. would be significantly more expensive, so it would probably, Carrier, I know, is at least twice as,
Expensive.
it's much more
Yeah.
expensive in my experience than some of the things coming out of
But they
China.
last.
So
I know, but unfortunately we can't
Right.
really say that. So
we can't specify by brand. We can only specify
Yeah.
by the.
Okay, so,
We have-
I have to really leave, and we still have a lot to do. So, do we have to vote on this now?
Yes.
we do need
make
to
a
get the air cons, unless you want to push it back to next meeting. But the
We're
boys
here.
in back
Let's
are
get it
using
done.
fans.
Let's get it done.
No,
Do
I
you
think
want
we
to
have
make out
do-
the motion?
Yes,
Okay.
I will make a motion that we approve J and B Modern Tech.
Well, let's start with,
Regarding-
Rosemary, can we start with the
Requisition.
requisition number, please?
FY 2024 RQ313, J and B Modern Tech, for 8 air conditioners.
9.
9.
9.
9.
As specified on the requisition,
Yeah, as specified in the requisition.
in the amount of,
I make a motion.
22, yeah, go ahead. I made.
The amount of $22,638
okay,
for 9
second?
air conditioners.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries.
So now we go to the second requisition.
Yes, please.
Graphic
Print
design.
jobs for the readathon.
Okay, so this one, we had to rush to print, and it's the pledge forms for readathon, and also some of the posters for the.
Wildly different.
Oh my God.
What do you mean? The posters and the print, the.
No, I mean, the amounts are, the totals are, one's 300.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's just what the printers are quoting us. So it's basically for the same stuff. It
Yeah.
was for the pledge forms with the envelopes
And graphics
and
local,
posters. Yeah, they're 11 by 17 or posters.
Oh my gosh.
So these are the quotes that we got from the 3 vendors.
So one is for $300, the other one is for $975.
Oh, wait a
Don't
minute.
tell those guys.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
I mean, it can be from 300 to 900.
That is
and-
not
I know,
correct.
It's kind of crazy.
Where is it? Sorry, here it is. I think it was 300 for the posters. Oh, yeah, that's why. It's more than one page. I'm sorry about that. There's posters, and then the envelopes, and then they charged us for the double side.
We just have one paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was supposed to copy all of it. So anyway, the total number, the lowest bid goes to Graphic Center at $25.49. Victoria Printing was $29.13.50, and Copy Express was $5,112.
Okay, so,
Wow.
so this one is,
Here, you could see.
Graphic Center is $2,540.
Sorry, it was 3 pages. I only copied the first page.
2,000,
That's the lowest, here.
2,000,
$25.49,
549.
29 and.
29.13.50,
5,000 something. Wow.
51.12, yeah.
I know Graphic.
How much is Graphic Express or Copy
5,000
Express?
something,
5,112.
whatever, it's way. double.
Okay, whatever. So,
Yeah.
so we should go to with Graphic Center.
Except Graphic Center.
Yeah, that was the cheapest one. So this was a rush job that we had to print because we had to get it out for Thanksgiving. So yeah, we just need board approval.
Okay, so I made a motion that we approve fiscal year 2024-RQ312 requisition for a print jobs for the 29th readathon, and that this be awarded to Graphic Center in the amount of $2,549.
Second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
And that's it for me.
Okay. You know, before I let you go, I would like to go back to the minutes. And in the minutes, remember I made a comment the last time we were here, and basically saying if we could emphasize ads with no testing and driving, especially in Christmas. Are we doing anything about this?
Yes, we have, so we reached out to the highway safety up at DPW, but the administrator there just retired. So they don't have, anyway, we were going to reach out to them to see if they had local ads. So the position's not filled yet. So we need to use ad council ads. We had some that we used last year, but I'm going to use some from this year, and we were going to try to run those starting next week.
Good, so
Yeah.
that's a goal.
Yeah, it's impaired driving. Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
run them all the way to about January 8th,
Yeah.
after the Three Kings.
Something to remind people, especially young drivers, because
Yeah.
there is so many accidents.
Yep.
Twice
Yeah.
as many already this year.
And I bet it's all because.
Yeah, and especially in Christmas when everybody's rushing and everybody's in the road and
Yeah.
and all
I
that.
just
So we
got a new car.
need
I'm terrified driving all the time now.
we need to
I know,
emphasize
you
that.
know, she picked up this page and I'm seeing, I was so excited about the Postage TV guide, that was the one-shot thing. They've never put it in again.
The TV guide in the
Okay.
post?
Post,
Oh,
program.
they do. They post it, they print it every
One
month.
time.
Months.
Yeah, month.
It's
a
just,
monthly.
yeah, it's not every day. It's not every day. It's a monthly post,
So
yeah.
when you get it, just,
Save it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a daily.
So that means,
So their donation to us is like $1,000 a month.
but then
isn't
they
it?
should have done it for December, they didn't do it.
So we do the
No, they do.
financial
They do it every
statements,
month.
even though we go back?
Yeah, but they only
I
print
get the
it,
paper every
only
day.
print it
Financial
once.
statements was D, and we already done.
No, we're just done with the GM's report.
It was a long one because it was a couple.
Yeah, but we also did the old business, and we already did.
Oh, yeah, I kind of just put it in, so that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so,
I want to say this.
Okay, so take a minute to just try to, you'll notice a slightly different look to the balance sheet.
yeah.
Jerry was able to make a new company, which means he retired all the old books, or he's doing it now, and then we have a new company for this fiscal year.
A new company? How do you call the new company?
It's just our
PBS
it's
one,
PBS. It's just a new book. It's new books.
For bookkeeping purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, new,
They call it company, so it's
okay.
like a.
All right, so,
So it's like a new year. So all the old records are retired, and we're separating it. So he's gonna give us guidance on
Yeah,
the.
once we do the, they're just redoing a new company. So what we did is we just did the 4 years export.
okay.
This is my fiscal year, because 23 we closed. So this is the final, from 20, 21, 22, and then 23.
My goodness, so we have, so CSG Bank of Guam checking, we went from 64,688 on September 30, 2020 to
That-
419,000. Wow.
What do you-
That means that we have grown so much? Or why is-
Yeah, we've been
Because of all our
working.
money from state clearinghouse.
Whatever.
Those are all those-
This is such a, I mean,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this is like almost 8 times.
Yeah, unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
But it happened, yeah.
Well-
It's just a lot. It's a lot of hard work and motivating the staff to do the work.
More
But
grants.
yeah, with
I
more
mean, we
grants.
were in a very special situation that
Yeah.
occurred, right?
Yeah.
That federal money
The
came
grants.
because
Yeah.
of the pandemics and then other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, but if
And
you
it's
don't
like-
take
I'm not saying-
advantage of it.
No, I mean,
No,
it's
no,
great, but
it's
it's not
all
like
great.
it's gonna happen every day.
It's not going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have to.
We just have to look at more grants.
We're
Because
just
of
looking
COVID.
for grants.
We
Yeah.
don't want to get.
We have
COVID so we can get
our
money.
grant writer, Ina.
I know. I've been.
That's our
been
grant
writing.
writer. In the past, we don't have a grant writer, but Ina knows grant writing, so.
Well,
she
fantastic.
did a
I mean,
good job
that's really very
with the
good.
grants.
And the private funds cash from
Look at those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, this is fantastic. I'm very good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy, very, very, very glad to see this. And let us keep our fingers crossed that this continues to grow, because the more money that we spend, the more we get. I mean, this is basically how it works.
It's been challenging this year. 2 storms.
Yes. Yes.
Accounts receivable,
It is.
40 allowance.
So, and moving forward, we also want to see not only the balance sheet, but the other half of that, where you show expenses.
Monthly.
Monthly, yeah.
That's what we're working on.
Like account receivables.
So
I mean,
what
you
we're
know.
going to do for the next meeting is we're going to do expenditures, like budget.
Yep.
We're going to put how much each category. So what he can do every board meeting, we will have it like October, November, then what is our balance?
Yep.
Then the next month will be October, November, December, then what is our balance? So that would, we would approve the budget, okay? So it's a progress. We never did this in our QuickBooks, but now we're going to see what we can to do this moving forward. Okay, it's a,
That's what we're looking for.
yeah.
But just, it just jumps out at you when you have these figures, in comparison.
Like I said, we need to just get that good grant writer. That's where all the money comes in, right? And there is a lot of grants out there.
But it's like scholarships and contests. There's
Yeah.
money floating around for all kinds of things, but a lot of people don't apply.
Yes,
And if you apply,
yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Well, we do have additional,
It's in the back. No, the other one is the
Profit and loss.
profit and loss. Okay, well, let me see. You see, the liability, same thing, from 29,000 to 79,000. But again, the more we grow, the more liabilities we have.
yeah, this is true.
Wow. when we go to current liabilities, when we started was 314,913.
Where are you? Sorry?
We have in the second page of the balance sheet, we didn't finish them. Now, this is a good number too. I mean,
Where are we looking at?
the total current liabilities, the liabilities.
Yeah, okay.
So in 2020, the liabilities were 314,913. Now, we grow so much, and yet our liabilities today is 29,596.
Well, some of that is bookkeeping that's been brought up to date, I'm sure.
Okay, all right,
But also, we're paying our PBS dues on time. We're not paying,
No
you know,
late payments.
late fees, and
Yeah.
you know, we're not getting all of
All
that. We're you know, our finances are in a better place
then
where we're not
also-
catching up all the time.
so that's really good. Also because
Yeah,
you are keeping a good
liabilities is going
name.
down,
Yeah.
I mean, when you have 314,000 in liabilities,
near
means
zero.
that you're not paying on time.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent point.
Because there's no money.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, okay, yeah. So now, I mean, that's good. Long-term leave, undefined
Then you have your, you know, your
liability.
annual leave like you did, that's a good, great thing. You know, that when you look at your, annual, the payout on payroll and stuff.
So the total liabilities, before it was 3,800,000, almost 3 million. Now it's 3.5 million, but look how much we have grown.
Yeah, and a lot of that too is, you know, what is it? Pension, you know, like future pensions and stuff.
Are we moving forward at all about the construction and the,
We are.
yes?
Right now, we have a work order with the Department of, we have a work order pending approval with DPW. And so basically, it's a document that says, okay, this is the work that we want to do, and they need to have it vetted through the AG's office. So that's where it is now, and once that gets vetted, then they have the go-ahead to secure a construction contractor, right? So we're waiting for the AG's approval. Once that's done, then we will be in that one-year window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, this is a very good thing. I like these numbers.
Okay. Happy about
Don't you
that.
guys agree?
I agree.
All right.
I
So,
like those numbers. All right, moving on.
okay, so yeah, the profit and loss is basically a reflection of the balance sheet. So, shall we skip going through this?
Given that we have a limited time and maybe one or two other things to address, take this home and, you know, review it
Okay.
as you can. And if you see something that sticks out,
Okay.
Guess we
please
have
make a
the,
note and bring it back.
bonuses, right?
But yes, I do like this format.
To be an executive session
Because
for
it's,
that.
it's really very, you know,
You
we can
can
compare.
extract some meaning from the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now we go to private
Ex-
session,
Yeah,
right?
executive session.
Okay,
So Kenji, if we can go into executive session, just let us know.
I have to leave soon because I have a meeting at 2:30.
you can think of?
Well, we're sending out to all our benefactors, right?
Yes.
Anybody who's
We
donated
did, our underwriters, right? Sent, yes.
Yeah, we
So
printed.
our underwriters are sponsors now.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to recall this regular board meeting coming out of executive session at
206.
2:06 PM. And, okay, we know what to do.
Okay. Can you?
Okay, I would like to make a motion that we approve the bonuses for the end of the year employees bonus to the amount of $27,287.43.
As stated in this page, right? As stated in this page for the different employees.
Okay, as stated.
Okay,
Okay?
second.
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed?
No.
Santa? No, Santa doesn't say
Santa
anything.
knows we were good.
No rocks in the stocking for these guys.
All right.
Okay, that's last item of business. Next board meeting will be in January.
Where did I put it?
Let's not wait till the end of the month, because that doesn't work
Good
out.
idea.
Usually the second Thursday, right?
Where is
And then
that?
it's not the last, okay?
Well, usually the
We
third and
can
then the
move
last.
it
Yeah.
if you want to move
18.
I
it.
mean, it doesn't have to be on a Thursday, how
We
you
can,
guys feel.
we can move it for 24 to the 2nd,
What?
because don't you have a conflict in the end of the month?
Pardon me?
Don't you have a conflict at the end of the month?
Oh, for,
Your meet-
always.
I am
We
going to
never
be away.
change it, it's always the last Friday.
Last Friday? Okay, so Thursday's good.
Yeah,
Thursday
that's
what?
I like
In
Tuesday.
December?
No, in all our meetings, Thursday's good?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, I'm going away on the 23rd. I will be back on the 8th.
Okay.
So
Oh,
just
you
in-
going to the States for Christmas? Oh, that's nice.
So it looks like the 19th will be the date, and then the
that
27th.
is the 19th of
Friday?
January for the meeting?
18 is Thursday.
Oh, sorry, 18.
18. Okay, next board meeting is scheduled
And the 25th will be the backup.
18.
18, 20, 24.
So you're
Thursday.
leaving your girls, or are they going too?
That's why I'm leaving, because my two daughters and their children are leaving. So what am I going to do?
they're leaving
here
too?
by myself?
Are you
Yeah.
all going to your sons?
My oldest daughter is going to Hawaii to
Okay.
spend Christmas with her husband's in-laws, parents.
What's that, Judy?
Alessandra's going to Virginia.
has a
Okay, let's
to spend
finish up here, ladies.
Christmas with Anya's
Gals.
parents. And
Judy has
I
a
am
question.
going,
Because the
Okay, let's get through this
25th,
first.
because
sorry.
I will be gone on the 18th.
Oh,
Oh, the 18th.
What?
Okay, she's gonna be
24th.
leaving, she won't make it for the 18th, but
I
Who's
come back
moving?
on the 24th.
Judy's moving?
no, she's leaving.
on January, the 18th of January?
She'll be,
I will be gone.
Okay,
Will you be back by the 25th?
Yes, I will.
so shall we
but if
meet on the
you go 1,
25th?
2, 3, 4, if all 4 of you guys,
You'll be
But
gone.
you're going.
No, I'll be back on the
She'll be back.
18th.
But what
I
about
will-
you?
I'll be off island.
When?
I leave on the 8th.
Of January?
Yes,
And when are you
so the
coming back?
25th is a better date.
undetermined.
okay.
Okay, so 25th?
So it's the 25th,
do
otherwise we don't have a
Yeah,
quorum.
Right.
you do need,
Okay, so
But Judy will be
25th.
back by the 25th, and Joey, we don't know, he could maybe
He
do
won't.
Zoom, yeah.
No, but you
Oh, he could
need-
possibly
I can zoom in.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, we'll just announce it Zoom.
Would you
So,
just-
yeah.
was-
January
Yeah.
25th.
Judy, are you able to
Yes.
attend on the 18th as a Zoom member?
Not if she's
No,
on a
not-
plane.
know,
Okay,
Not from
okay. So the 25th then?
Yeah, 25th.
So,
If she's
I
on-
am going to spend
Okay,
Christmas
so we'll announce it
and
on
New
the
Year's with
25th.
my son.
And we'll
Make
do it-
sure
daughters.
announcing it is important, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
House, like
You know, it just threw us off because the
Yeah.
November
Yeah.
39th,
all together.
Understood.
and we're
And then
spoke
I'm coming
after
back.
things.
That's like.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
got
further?
it.
Latin countries,
Got
Spain,
it?
Venezuela.
Okay, adjourn?
New Year's.
Christmas too. like-
Yeah.
Okay, moving to adjourn?
Yes, sir?
Okay?
Second?
Okay, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Okay, Joey.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
We'll let you know about our
Oh.
Christmas.
Christmas
Christmas party.